I once worked with two people in the same office who spoke really quietly. Neither of them seemed concerned or embarrassed when we continually said, sorry, or pardon, or when it was easier, as we often did, and you may have been in a similar situation, just simply nodding along. I can't hear you. I don't really know what it is you're saying. I'm just going to nod politely and smile and look away and hope that you finish this conversation, because it's really awkward because I've said sorry a number of times and you don't seem to be embarrassed, but I am, and it makes it sound as though I have got a problem with my hearing and actually it's your quiet voice, that kind of situation. Talking quietly is usually the result of little vocal energy or breath support. Now, in a studio, you can electronically boost the levels of the sound being recorded, but as we've already seen in the previous episodes, this can also mean that other sounds are louder too. Your breaths, the slight clicking as you open your mouth, the studio air conditioning, the general studio ambience. Yeah. So if you turn up so your mic is more sensitive, it's picking up everything as well as boosting the volume of your voice. Got a bit of a problem there. So what is the prescription? What's the way around it? Now, a quiet voice can be the result of a number of issues. It may be a mental issues, in as much as the speaker, the whisperer, is shy, nervous or embarrassed. You can overcome this in part with friendliness, explanation, other ways to boost their confidence, such as their on-air miles and understanding of what's expected of them, how to drive the studio desk, the topic or the script at hand. If they're more familiar with that, they'll become more confident and the nerves will dissipate, and therefore their voice may become a little bit louder with that confidence. It may be a symptom of that person not being very enthused with their job. They're just a bit bored with it. They just find it all a bit dull. There's no energy in themselves or their voice. Basic talking therapies may uncover such an issue, but it's probably not for you to suggest that as their manager. It may be really awkward for them to hear that. If it's down to you, maybe it's your quiet voice we're talking about. Maybe that's something you may want to consider. The main physical reasons, though, for a quiet voice are to do with a lack of projection of sound, a lack of energy from the diaphragm pushing the air. Now, this can be overcome with better breathing. There we are again. Done diaphragmatically, of course, and better posture, all tied up with core strengthening exercises to better assist your abdominal muscles to be able to push and also regulate the whole airflow mechanism that gives the breath the sound. Episodes 354 and the couple after that deal with the voice extreme of a quiet voice and how to overcome it. So listen back to that. 354 is the episode that's going to be your friend on this particular topic. Tomorrow, the script reading voice. How do you get away from that? How do you get away from sounding as though you're reading? We'll talk about it tomorrow as Get a Better Broadcast Podcast and Voice Over Voice continues. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.